All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing. But now let's talk about our good old friend Pepe. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys for showing tremendous amount of love on a day-to-day basis. I just cannot thank you guys enough. Continue supporting just the way you guys are, and I will continue to bring out these daily updates for you guys. But let's take a look at what's happening with the markets because, of course, we're going into Sunday morning, and we're seeing quite a bit of green across the board. Some coins up quite a bit right now. This not coin, I have no idea as to what it is. If you want to see these updates, do let me know in the comments down below. You're seeing a lot of green across the board right now, and that is really nice to see. And dominance index continues to fall down. It has gone down compared to our yesterday's video, so that is obviously a nice thing to see and kind of gives us an idea as to why you're seeing a lot of green across the board. But let's take a look at what's happening with Pepe down 4% on the daily time frame, currently sitting at 1477, still 4 zeros in front of the price. And if you're focusing on the Bitcoin and Ethereum side of things as well, it is down about 4%. What exactly is next? Of course, that is the question that you guys might be having. So obviously when I pull out the charts, give you guys the visuals, things make more sense. Looking at the market cap, still above $6 billion to be exact, $6.2 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume currently sitting at 885 million. This is the beauty of doing day-to-day analysis, because we can kind of differentiate on a daily basis as to what is happening. So we have seen the volume for Pepe decrease quite a bit, and that is a clear indication just looking at it. But overall, in the grand scheme of things are not looking as bad as you guys might think right now. But before we go into it any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrency. So looking at the holder count, 237,734 holders, increasing pretty much on a day-to-day basis. Again, this is not something new. This is something we've discussed on our daily updates, and I know a lot of people appreciate that. So holder count increasing no matter what, and that is obviously really nice to see. But let's take a look at the overall meme coin market right now. $65.9 billion to almost $66 billion. It has increased a little bit compared to yesterday, as far as the overall meme coin market is concerned, because if you're focusing over the last 1 hour alone, you're seeing quite a bit of green across the board throughout majority of the big boys in terms of these meme coins, in terms of market valuation. So that is of course really nice to see. Pepe up 1.2% over the last 1 hour. But in the grand scheme of things, we know how Pepe is performing. But this bread token, guys, this is actually something that has completely shocked me. It is a coin that's based on Base, which is another competitor to like Ethereum, Solana, and insane stuff at 10.87%. I know this is not a Brett update, but just kind of want to go over to see like how much this thing is up over the past, I would say, just last 1 month. In the last 1 month, it says 216%. This is absolutely insane. Let me know if you caught this thing. This is insane. But let's take a look at what's happening with our good old friend, BTC dominance. As I've mentioned to you guys, Bitcoin dominance is continuing to fall down, and that is really nice to see. And this gives me, a clear confirmation as to why we're seeing quite a bit of green across the board for a lot of altcoins. You can see this for yourself. Mainly, I would say 80%, 85% of the coins across the board are in the green. Some obviously not in major green, but we will definitely take that. And this does indicate that the dominance going down is really impacting these altcoins right now. But let's take a look at our good old friend Bitcoin. So of course, in a weekend, as we know, generally speaking, more manipulation than usual because the CME futures are closed. But believe it or not, Bitcoin is holding really good. If I were to show you guys the hourly time frame, you could pretty much see what's happening with the price of Bitcoin. Bitcoin's pretty much trading sideways. As since we broke out, went all the way up to that $71,000. We've pretty much been hanging, especially at the support line at 66. Obviously, we know that support, but you are seeing a lot of sideways momentum. So what you're seeing is not much volatility within the price of Bitcoin. I still believe that we will see Bitcoin popping out of, the all-time highs this month. The way it's holding, it speaks a lot for itself, but one step at a time, of course. Now let's shift our focus towards the price of Pepe. But before I do that, I just want to say, the community, the Pepe community, the followers that follow me on my channel, it's just insane amount of positive feedback that you guys are showing me. You guys seem to enjoy these updates so much, and this is the reason you guys see these updates on a day-to-day basis. So continue supporting, and you will continue to see these updates, as I've said. So what exactly happened with Pepe over the past day? So what you're starting to see is a little bit of a pullback, but before we discuss this pullback, let's take a look at it on the daily time frame. So as far as the daily time frame is concerned, you can see we did touch that support line at the 1465 zone, and then we got supported by there. So you did see the price of Pepe bouncing at that support line, so that's obviously really nice to see. But in a grand scheme of things, guys, I want you guys to continue to take a look at what has been happening with Pepe. Don't start getting discouraged because the price is seeing a little bit of a cool off, especially if you've been accumulating below this zone or even just last month. You need to take a look at the bigger picture as to what's really happening with the price of Pepe. It is the top performer without a doubt as far as meme coins are concerned. The big ones. I'm not talking about some $1 million market cap meme coin. We're not talking about that. We're talking about big, large, market valuation projects, and of course Pepe is one of them, and it has been killing it recently. But let's take a look at it on the hourly time frame, because of course that gives us a better indication. So just yesterday, you could see this for yourself. It made its way up to the 1569, and we've discussed this. But remember, the 1569, there is resistance at that zone, and we had a two different retests, one on the 31st of May as we closed out the month, and we also had one yesterday, and both of them were a rejection, and you did see Pepe declining towards the downside, and actually retested that support once again, and did see a bounce. You could see this for yourself. If you had some buy orders placed in for Pepe even at the support itself, and somehow they got filled in, I don't see why it wouldn't have gotten filled in. You did see Pepe go up about 2%, and this just happened a few hours ago, this retest, but great confirmation. You want to see this. As I've said to you guys before, it needs to find a ground for itself, and it's doing exactly that. What I mean by that is it's building this support, and it's making this support get stronger and stronger for itself. So as we do break towards the upside, when things do cool off, this support will play out for us, which it has been doing over the past few days as well. So far so good. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Take a look at the bigger picture. If Bitcoin is able to pop out of this zone, it goes unsaid. I do believe that Pepe will take advantage of this and start heading towards all-time highs, because let's face it, all-time highs are not far away. We're looking at only a 17.3% move from the current price level. So far so good. Do let me know down below what you guys personally think. I'm really liking the fact that we're being supported by this zone. This is exactly what I want to be seeing, but let me know your thoughts down below. Love you all. See you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.